You wake up feeling late, not just for work, late for life, like everyone else is already miles ahead, while you're still trying to lace up your shoes. Your friend just bought a house. Your coworker is getting married. Some 19-year-old on YouTube makes more in a month than you've made this year, and no matter how fast you try to run, the finish line keeps moving. You start wondering, did I already miss my chance? Am I too slow, too indecisive, too behind? But here's the truth no one told you. There's no official timeline, no universal scoreboard, and no invisible clock ticking above your head. The pressure you feel isn't coming from your life. It's coming from the myth that says you should be somewhere else by now. From the moment we're kids, we're handed a script. Graduate by 22, career by 25, family by 30, stability by 35. But life doesn't follow scripts. It falls apart, it restarts, it surprises you. And yet, every time you scroll, you're reminded of what you haven't done yet. Instagram turns into a scoreboard. LinkedIn becomes a racetrack, and every success post feels like a personal failure. But what if you're not behind at all? What if your timeline was never meant to look like theirs? You can't be behind in a life that's yours, your pace, your lessons, your path. So stop measuring your journey with someone else's ruler. Let's be honest. You're not comparing your life to reality. You're comparing it to curated highlight reels, the best vacations, the perfect engagement photos, the just signed with my dream company post. All filtered, edited, timed, and trimmed to perfection. Meanwhile, you're seeing your whole life unfiltered. The messy mornings, the anxiety, the doubts, the jobs you didn't get, the relationships that quietly faded, the things nobody claps for. And that's the problem. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's final cut. No one posts their breakdowns. No one films the nights they cried alone in the car. No one brags about the months they felt completely lost. So here's what happens. You feel like a failure. Not because you failed, but because you saw someone else succeed and assume that's the full story. But growth doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes it's slow, invisible, quiet, and that's okay. Because the most important transformations, the kind that actually last, don't happen on a timeline. They happen in the shadows, in moments no one sees. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, I should be doing more, ask yourself, compared to what? A highlight reel? A stranger's path? A version of success you never even wanted? We live in a culture obsessed with speed, fast money, fast success, fast transformation. If you're not growing fast, you must be doing something wrong, right? Wrong. That pressure to hurry up is one of the biggest lies you're told. Because slow growth is still growth. And in most cases, it's the kind that actually lasts. Think about it. The people who change overnight, they often burn out just as fast. The ones who go viral in a week, most disappear by next month. But those who take the time to build something real, to learn deeply, to fail and try again, they're the ones who stay. The slow path isn't the wrong path, it's the strong path. It's the path that teaches you endurance, clarity, and self-trust. But here's the hard truth. You won't get applause for slow progress. No one will cheer you on the 98th time you showed up for yourself. There's no viral moment for consistency. And that's exactly why it's powerful. Because while others chase shortcuts, you're building something that can't be taken away. You're not behind, you're deep in the process. And the process is where the real magic happens. Here's a question no one asks enough. What would your life look like if you stopped rushing? If you didn't feel like you were late to everything? If you trusted your own rhythm instead of chasing someone else's checklist? Because the truth is, most of the pressure you feel is manufactured. It comes from timelines you never agreed to, deadlines written by society, not by you. Graduate by 22, dream job by 25, married by 30, financially set by 35. Who made those rules? And more importantly, why are you following them? You don't need to move to a big city if you're happy in a small town. You don't need to have kids by a certain age if that's not your story. You don't need to rush into success just because your peers seem ahead. You are allowed to go slow, to take a detour, to fall behind on their schedule so you can stay true to yours. Because when you create your own timeline, something shifts. You stop living in panic. You stop obsessing over other people's progress. You start asking better questions. Not, why am I not there yet? But, what actually matters to me? What am I building that feels real? What kind of life feels like mine? You don't owe the world fast results. You owe yourself honest ones. Let's get real. A lot of what we chase isn't even ours. We want the job, the house, the lifestyle, because it looks good, because it photographs well, because it earns praise. But here's the trap. Public success doesn't equal personal fulfillment. You can have the title and feel empty. You can hit every goal and still wake up anxious. You can impress everyone and disappoint yourself. That's what happens when you live by performance, not purpose. Real fulfillment looks different. It's quieter, more grounded. It doesn't demand attention, it creates peace. It's building something that feels right even if no one claps. It's waking up excited, not just validated. It's knowing why you do what you do, even if it doesn't trend. And here's the best part. Real fulfillment doesn't care how fast you got there. It only cares that you kept going and stayed honest along the way. When you stop chasing applause, you start hearing your own voice again. The one that knows what you truly want. The one that was buried under shoulds and timelines and fake urgency. And when that voice leads the way, you no longer feel behind, because you're finally on the only path that matters, yours. If this message found you at the right time, breathe. You're not behind. You're just beginning again, with clarity. We're not here to hustle harder. We're here to heal better, together.